Hello, my name is Cory. I'm an artist, and today I'm going to be showing you how to draw 18 different pictures. So, without further ado, let's just get drawing. So, for the first one, let's do a flower, and the most basic way is just outline the perimeter of it first, okay? And then you want to do like a C, and it's basically just like this. Okay, and then what you do is you darken the inside, and then you go out to each limb and you color that in, and you know the shading pretty much goes with the lines that we just drew. So then you come around here and you do that, then you do the outside, and you make it very dark. You make it, dark on the perimeter, and then when you come inward, you make it lighter. And it's okay if like half the lines go up here and the other lines are like way down here. That's totally cool to do that. And you just go and you do this. Okay, and there you have a basic shape of a flower, and then you come down here and you're basically doing the underside of the flower now, and then you do the leaves, and then you do the stem, and that's how you draw a flower. It's 2 by 3 inch squares. These are the 2 by 3 inch squares, and I'll be filling the rest in. So now let's do another one, or a couple of them. So this would be like a rose, like a bouquet of roses, and yeah. So now you got the flowers. Now we're doing the leaves. Right. Then you do the stems for 3 roses, right? Then you come in through here, and you do the inner circles to represent the inner leaves of each flower. And then you take it down there. With the flowers, it's very important to highlight certain aspects of it. Like, you want to shadow certain parts, but you definitely want to leave other parts lighter. So it can be a little frustrating, but I'll show you how to do it. And voila. Now, if you want to make it look even better, you can do like a glass vase, fill it up with water. It's very important to do like a half circle on top to represent the top of the water, and then you do a couple lines to represent the actual glass, and then you come over here, and this is going to be your windowsill. And then you got the windows here, the bottom of your windows, boom. The top of your windows, boom. Yeah. This would be like on top of a table, right in front of a window. And this would be your windows. It's like the 2 windows, and they've opened out, and then you put the flowers right there. That's pretty much what we're drawing. This would be the horizon line, and let's just say you're out in the country, and there's some mountains in the background, kind of like that. And that's how you can do 2 flowers. So now let's do a city scene. It's a city landscape. It's going to be like New York City where there's a ton of high rises. So let's do one of the buildings here. Right. Color the road in a little bit. Another building. We want to make this road wandering like that, like, you know, at an angle. We're going to do it this way. And then the lines that I'm drawing here, like these lines, I'm going to be erasing eventually, but they're very important because they're going to be where you put your windows. So, like, they represent the floors. So, like these little squares here, these are the windows, and this is the door. Now, when you come to the side, you gotta keep in mind, this line is headed this way, and this line is headed this way, so you gotta make them smaller and smaller. But it's all good. Don't worry about it if you make a little mistake. It's, you know, if you make a little mistake with a pencil, you can just shade it in. You probably don't even need the eraser. And in New York, from my understanding, there's a lot of ground floor, like, up here could be apartments, and then the ground floor, there's a lot of, like, you know, barber shops, sandwich shops, coffee shops. So that's the reason why there's so many doors. And then, like, you know, no. And then another door. So the way we do this is we color this in, and then just like that. And as far as the horizontal lines we drew to get the floors, we could just, you know, kind of trace over them lightly, and you won't even know that they were there. And then you want to do the same thing over here. So then to, you know, get more high rises and skyscrapers, you do pretty much the same thing. So let's say, okay, this is, you know, a squarish type building, but the way, let's say you want to make that round, it's very simple to do. You just color in the sides, and you start, the outside is the darkest, the inside is the lightest, and then right there's a white, a solid white, and that basically implies that the building is round. And then you can come in through here, draw horizontal lines up and down, and voila, that building looks very roundish. Some modern buildings are rounded, some are still square. And then you got another one here. These could be like glass buildings, like you see on a lot of cities now. And then for the sky, there are multiple ways you can do it, but this is just the easiest. Boom. Just like that. So now let's come in through here. Okay. So now let's come in through here and let's do a boat in a lake. And it could be as simple as this. You got your horizon line, tree line. You gotta color in the trees a little bit. Simple circles, and for trees at like very far away, and no one would know. You just spent literally 3 seconds on right here. You know, probably 2 or 3 seconds, and that looks like an island with trees on it. So then you come in through here, do very simple lines. They can be all the way across, but it's okay to do, you know, a line that big and a line that big, you know, kind of mix it up a little bit. And then you can add, color this in, and then all you have to do to add a boat is this. Boom. Let's say there are a couple people here, and they're just fishing away. And there you go. You got 3 fishermen. And let's say there's a couple clouds. The way you can make clouds can be the one thing that give you distance in a picture like this, because there's so few terrain marks. So you make the bottom of the cloud very dark, and then you make the top part very light. So this cloud, you only see the black part, the bottom part, which is very dark. In this part you see it light. So this island could be a half mile away, or it could be 5 miles away, and that's just one of the tricks we artists use. The other one is, you see this cloud here? Well, let's say the fishermen are in its shadow. Okay, now this line is going to be a little sliver here. So the sun's here, right? Well, this cloud blocks it out, so the shadow is here. This covers the fisherman and its shade, so it gives it even more depth. That's basically what I'm going at for this. So this was to show you how to draw buildings and the angles, and this was and how to shade, and then this was to really help you kind of understand how you shade. And then for here, let's just do a couple things of candy. So let's do a lollipop, another lollipop, and then let's do a candy cane, and then random pieces of candy. Okay, so let's say the light source is coming from somewhere around here, so that would mean that all of the candy on it has shadows on the opposite side. Light source here coming from here, so the shadows are going to be here. Okay, and then what we can do is you can color in, let's say this is on top of a table, you just color it in, and that can help give it some depth. Okay, so then you come in, you have to add little details to each candy, kind of get it round. And this will kind of help it, like the shadows in a picture like this, it's going to help it stand out. It's going to make it look like it's an actual piece of candy just sitting on top of a table like this. So now let's do a beach scene. So let's say this is the beach. Okay. This is the water line, and this is the sunset, and this is a cloud. See, it's kind of like what the cloud we just did over here, or it's kind of the same thing. Right. So now the beach scene is going to be like this. This is a wave, and this is another wave. So now the way we can make this wave look like it's almost coming out of the picture is this. Paint the very bottom portion of it very dark, and then you come over through here and you add lines going up. It's up at an angle, and then you add the top and lines coming down, and then you take your eraser here and you add a little, you erase a portion of it, and you got that. Okay, then you come over through here and you do that. You do pretty much what we just did on the second wave too, and voila, you got that. You got it. And you can add some little grass right there. And that picture just needs a couple birds, and this is how you do a bird. And so right there we've done 6 so far. So let's do a core. So the way we do that is this one. Engine block, cabin, back port, back wheel, front wheel, and then you got the front of the core here. Yeah, the bottom portion of the wheels, and then this is the front windshield, and this is the one door. It's a sports car. Okay, and that's how you do a car. And then you can come through here and do the road, do the grass, and then over here you can do like a couple trees. And voila. Then you come in through here, and there you got yourself a car picture. Okay, so now let's do one of my other favorite kinds of pictures, and this is basically everything in the picture except the sky is going to be dark. It's kind of like a black and white photo. So, and this is going to be of a wagon train, like the people who moved out west before the, like in the 1880s looking for gold. This is the wagon, the type of wagon they used. And then you can get like, the horse in. Right. Then you get this is the piece of wood that would go over the back of the horse, and they'd actually hook it up to the horse, and that's how they would pull the wagon. Right. So now the way we do this is, here's the sun, little clouds. Now we want to color the whole thing in, and it's as simple as this. Okay, so now let's do another one. This one will be kind of like Venice, Italy. Not necessarily Venice, but this could be anywhere where there's a boat going through a canal. So here's and here it is. And then here's the boat. This thing standing up, that's going to be a person. And then this is the sticks they use to push the boat along. And then this is part of a walkway. And there's actually parts of Venice that have bridges, because it's not all boats. Some of the buildings, they have So now we want to do some windows. We want to color lightly in all the non-windows. Everywhere there's not a window. And we want to really color in the windows to help them stand out. There we go. Now, to make it kind of look like, you can get the sides of the buildings, like the way we did this, but we're doing it both of the buildings, and we can do it this way. Boom. Okay. And now to imply that there are other buildings, you just do it this. You color in here, and then some of the buildings can be, pretty tall. Again, add top windows. Color it in. And then to add the water, you just do it this way. Okay. Okay. And then here, let's do another beach scene. Kind of show you the variants of beaches. Here are palm trees. And then let's say you got another, like, a couple big you want to do a couple breaking waves. And voila. So now, let's do another flower one. This is not a rose, it's just a random flower. So now we can come in through here and we can do it this way. And we come in through here. Oh, this is the end of part 1. Thank you for watching. Good day.